Look at you go.
If you watch it on YouTube,
You're
watching on YouTube, you know it's
surprise pod. Surprise pod.
Surprise pod. I can hear that, but I can't hear it like completely. I just hear it like faintly.
It's so
like,
loud. Whatever my settings are for stuff, it is so loud in my ears there. Let's talk about it, Nick. Let's talk about it. Everybody is talking about it and putting their thoughts and opinions and feelings and anger and everything into the old Twitter, MLB The Show Twitter. You know, we all talk about how MLB The Show Twitter was going to go nuts, you know, for opening day, for this and that.
Went nuts yesterday.
MLB The Show Twitter went nuts for BR rewards and them being non-sellable rewards in the BR program. So just start us off, Nick. Let me know what your thoughts on the whole no-sell BR program, boss rewards.
Well, honestly, at first I thought it was kind of stupid because, you know, it takes away from the players who don't go flawless to get those cards and sell them, you know, no money spent for live series collection and stuff like that. But, you know, as I've thought about it, it actually makes sense to do that for events and World Series and BR because, you know, it keeps the card at a high value and it stays there. You know, compared to last season BR cards, like they were like probably like 50K by the end of the season. Hopefully these ones will stay above like 300,000 so they actually have some kind of value. And I mean, yeah, it does suck for those players who just play the game just to get the program done. You won't be able to get you'll still be able to get those cards, you just won't be able to sell them to get any progress in no money spent. But the thing is, with this game, there's many other ways how to get stubs. You can flip on the market. You know, you can go through your binder and sell all your extra cards and everything like that. You can sell jerseys. You can sell, you know, like sell like different like equipments and stuff like that. You can do road to the show grinding, sell that kind of stuff. You know, like there's a bunch of other ways that you can do it. Conquest too. Like there's lots of packs, lots of stubs in Conquest and mini seasons as well. Like lots of prizes over there. But there are lots of ways that you can make stubs in this game. I know a lot of people playing the game, you know, primarily do that. But it also, like I said already, it keeps the value up for the people who do go flawless and, you know, actually like put in that work to go flawless. And if they should have the choice if they want to keep or if they want to sell those cards, which I'm assuming most of them probably would keep. You know, towards other collections in the future and whatnot, because, you know, there's going to be some others coming soon. But, you know, at first I was pissed about it, but, you know, now I think it makes a little bit more sense. I do understand. Like, I'm one of those guys that just does the program. I'm not a flawless player in BR at all. So, like, I grind the game for like 7 to 8 hours. Like a couple of people on Twitter said yesterday just to get the card. And, you know, sell for only like 70 or 80,000 stuff.
You did sell Griffey.
I did sell Griffey, yeah.
So that's why I'm like more curious kind of what you think, because you did sell the reward last, like, so like, are you still planning to grind it out to get Verlander or Frank Thomas or Longoria?
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely still going to grind out the programs. Like I'm going to collect all the cards that I can. You know, whether they're, you know, like I'm able to buy them or not, like I'm still going to grind for this program. I'm probably going to choose Verlander, if I'm being honest, because I need pitching. But, you know, like I don't see any issue with it. Like, yes, you can't sell the cards anymore. But like I said, there's different ways to make stubs. And, you know, like in addition to this, MLB The Show could have done something differently. Like for the players who want to make stubs and stuff like that, like they could have done like some kind of voucher, some kind of exchanges, or like, you know, something like that to make the card getting a little bit more worth it, without completely, you know, just pissing off like a majority of the community. But honestly, I like the whole no sell rewards thing. I know a lot of people aren't really for it, but I really like it. You know, even though I'm not going to be able to sell the card myself once I get the program done.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty indifferent to it, because generally I'll grind the program, pick whichever card I like the most, and I usually, like, I never sell them. I I more so just try to collect things and whatever, keep them in my inventory. If I'm going to use them or not, who knows? But so I don't really care that I can't sell it. I've never done the BR program to get stubs.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like that too. Like they'll finish, like just saving up stubs, like just playing the game. Like they won't even, because I know you're a big time collector. You collect every card in this game. Like you don't like to sell cards, and that's another thing.
Yeah, I never sell anything that I earn unless there's something that I really, really want. And I did see somebody posted, I saw it on Twitter, somebody saying, it's become not a card collecting. Diamond Dynasty is not about card collecting anymore. It's just about stub collecting, which I thought was kind of funny because it's just like, it kind of is the impression that I'm getting is like, oh, people just want all these stubs. They want all these stubs. And it's like, what are they doing with all that? I mean, I guess like for finishing live series and stuff, but I don't know. Like I
mean, past the live series collection, I don't think people would really, think too much about it.
Yeah. Like I'm no money spent. I just grind the game a lot. I finished live series like a week or two ago, a couple weeks ago. And the only card I pulled was Mookie Betts. Every other 90 plus, like I just saved up stubs, grinded out whatever things I could and bought like all of them. Like I paid like almost $400K for Trout. Like, so I definitely like, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal to me. Like, I don't really care.
I don't think it is either.
One thing that I kind of don't like though, is that in season 1, it was sellable and then they just change it for season 2 without like warning.
Yeah. See, like they definitely could have handled it better. They did that with the World Series and event stuff. Like they could have announced that they were going to try something different with the community instead of just, slapping it on us. That's definitely something they should have done. And I mean, like I said earlier, for like the people who grind the programs just to get the cards and sell them, like for those people, like you shouldn't just eliminate the selling altogether. Like you could do something else to make it a little bit more worth it for that person to grind the whole program, get that card, and then have something else a little bit on the side. Whereas with the flawless players who go flawless and all this stuff, like they'll get their pack, they'll get their card, and they can sell the card if they want to. I definitely think they could have done that differently, but we'll see with the next BR season. Like I said, the voucher, they could do like an exchange or something like that. Like if they do a voucher, like maybe collect like in a couple seasons, maybe collect like a couple 100K stubs or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they should do some sort of like exchange for like flawless banners, or like every time you get a flawless banner, you can exchange it for, instead of exchanging it for, the 5 times flawless banner, exchange it for 500,000 stubs, or like, or like 100,000, 200,000, whatever it is, right? Like you get that banner. If you go flawless, you can go exchange it for stubs, or like stub vouchers or whatever seem to be kind of the happy medium for everybody. Yeah, I guess that's what I didn't really like about it, is that you kind of set a precedent with your game dropping. And the first 2 programs you could sell it, and then all of a sudden in the third one you just can't. I understand like wanting to like be able to update and improve the game over time, but you don't want to like change it. Like there's a difference between I guess improving it and like changing certain things.
They did it without warning too.
Yeah, so you like, I feel like when the game drops, you kind of set a precedent for this is how content is going to be. And like that shouldn't really change. If they're going to change it, just change it next year, or just say before the year, before the game started, like, hey, these are just not going to be sellable anymore, whatever. And then whatever, people can gripe about it before the game comes out, but then it comes out and it's just done. So I didn't really like that they just decided to, hey, we're just going to change both of these now.
I agree with you. I didn't like that at all. Like I am a fan of this. Like I like it. I think that keeps the value of the cards a little bit more, and like it teaches you to grind the market a little bit more to get a card, to get another card from the pack that you really, really want, or, like even if it's like the World Series award or something like that, you can grind for it, like another way of getting stubs. But, like I completely agree with you, like right there. Like they shouldn't have just sprung it all on us. Like they could have told us, warned us a couple days ahead.
Yeah.
So like there wouldn't have been this big outcry, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it
they
just
could have
seems,
avoided this whole thing. Like,
seems unnecessary. Like
yeah.
there's always going to
Like
be
yes, you can make changes. It's your game. You can do what you want, but please tell us.
yeah, I mean like, and I feel like it's not like it's more of a change to the game than like an upgrade to the game or an update, you know, or an improve. It's not really an improvement. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're fixing bugs, that's an improvement. If you're, you know, changing, you know, timing windows and stuff like that, if you're, you know, gameplay things and freeze offs, if you're fixing those, that's an improvement to the game. But if you're just like,
Absolutely.
no, you know, it's be like all of a sudden they're just going to say, they're just going to go back to every diamond being 5,000 stub quick sell. Like you can't just change that in the game, like mid game, in my opinion. I mean, you can, because it's your game, you can do whatever you want, but like it just seems like
like to tell us beforehand or something.
Yeah.
Like don't just on us.
Another thing with this, I do think that because they're non-sell, we're going to start seeing flawless rewind packs either in BR 4 or 5. Like I think they're just going to be coming soon. Like they kind of didn't give us event rewinds in the first 1 or 2, and then now we have them. So I do think we're going to start seeing BR rewinds, so people are going to be able to earn these cards again later on.
Probably same with World Series, like within like the next 2 programs.
Yeah, I think those are coming. So I think that's part of the plan too, is like, because SDS over the last few years, they want you to have everything. They want you to be able to use every single card. Eventually,
they're just trying to keep the value of the card as to what it should be, instead of like 20,000 stubs for a flawless card.
And I'll also say this:
I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah, so. Like by no means have I ever made World Series or come close or gone 12-0 in BR. And I do think that these programs definitely like hurt the competitive nature of those modes. Like I have no desire to even try and go 12-0. Even with this change, I still don't want to try and go 12-0. Like I'm not going to try that hard.
I mean, I'm still going to try at some point, but like I'm not eager to go flawless. Like I just want to get the program finished and, you know, move on with the next little set of content. But that's just me.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I might try more for fun as opposed to like try to go 12-0 to like make stubs or to get the cards or whatever. There's just there's enough ways, in my opinion, for people to make stubs. And
plus, I mean, if you still play the whole BR program, if you're really looking for stubs, you can still sell the golds, the silvers, and the diamond cards. I'm pretty sure you can still sell those. So, I mean, that's something.
I mean, you get
BR flawless card reward, but like you can still sell those for like a decent amount.
Yeah, you get a lot of XP throughout here too. 10, 15, 20, 30,000 XP. If you finish the program too, like that's not bad. Plus all the other packs you get.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, I guess for me, like I'm pretty indifferent. One thing I will say is like people on the internet and on Twitter, like thinking that A, B, or C content creator really has that much pull over SDS is like, you guys are just being fools. Like, don't go around trying to blame specific people for this. Like, it is nobody's fault.
Nobody has any pull for that except for
people that actually work for SDS. Yeah. Like, obviously, they listen to certain people and they, try and keep their finger on the pulse and stuff like that. And they've been very vocal about like, hey, we want to hear your feedback, this and that. But you can't like blame this on, I've seen like a lot of finger pointing. And it's like, everybody just chill out, whether you like it or not.
There's no need for it. I mean, everybody on Twitter has like, obviously everybody's got different opinions and stuff like that. But like, there's no need to make everything in this game personal. Like it's a video game, dude. It doesn't have to be personal. Yes, there can be difference in opinions, disagreements and stuff like that. But like, you don't have to get personal with it. Like, come on, be better.
Exactly.
Honestly.
There wasn't a lot of like constructive conversation yesterday on Twitter. It was just like, you were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. These people need to get better at the game. These people need to chill out. Blah, 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 blah. It was like, it was annoying. Like, I shouldn't have. I read way too many tweets yesterday that I probably should. Even today, it's still going on.
I just never looked at it at all. I saw a tweet from Nutsy. I love and respect the hell out of Nutsy. I saw him, just saying like, exactly like what I said. Like he just said, like it's a video game. It doesn't need to get personal or anything like that. So, like, and he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Like he tweeted that out a couple hours ago. Like It doesn't have to be like a personal thing. Everybody can have disagreements at the end of the day. Yeah, that's fine. Not everybody's going to agree on the same thing in life, and that's not just video games. That's just life. But it doesn't have to be personal. You don't have to be an asshole. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And we've this game has come a long way from years past where World Series rewards weren't on the market at all. So if you didn't make World Series, you just never there was no possible way for you to use those cards.
Absolutely. At least now you can have a chance to get it.
Yeah, you can still use them. Yeah. Whatever, you can probably quick sell them for 10K if you really need stubs that badly. But I see what people are saying with it makes a little bit more sense with World Series because those rewards weren't worth as much. But I still whatever. You can get these cards free just for playing the game. Well, I mean, BR is not technically not free. You got to spend a little bit of stubs playing to pay to enter. Yeah,
but even then, it's still not pay to win.
Yeah, no, it's not.
What I mean when I say pay to win. Yeah,
yeah. And I don't really get mad at companies for trying to make money. I still think that by far MLB The Show is the most,
still the best one,
the least pay to win, the most sort of player friendly as far as for the last couple of years, I haven't spent any money on this game besides buying it. And I was able to get every card last year. I probably won't this year just because there's so many cards. But I don't.
I think you probably will because last year you finished getting all the cards in the game in January. So I think you'd have a chance, or at least you'd be a little.
We'll see.
Closer.
There's way more cards this year. We already have as many.
I mean, obviously, yeah, but you still have a lot. 3 months, 3 full months of time to play the game.
That's true.
Not unlocking cards, so you'd have a chance at getting the rest of them. If you
I'll try my best. I'll try my best.
Obviously, like you said, it's going to be harder this year, but it's definitely doable.
Yeah, no, it's the whole thing is just I think everybody just got way too crazy yesterday.
Yeah, I never stuck my nose in it or anything. So
yeah, I didn't say anything. I was just reading it and figured, you know what? We should just sprinkle our thoughts out there. People can agree with us. You can disagree with us. If you're gonna,
nobody has to agree with us.
If you're gonna make some comments, just be respectful and constructive about them.
It doesn't have to be.
I don't think anybody's really wrong. There's valid points on all sides of this. But yeah, again, my personal opinion, I pretty much agree with you. I couldn't care less that they're not sellable. I've never played the BR program to make stubs. I just like that the fact that I can get any of these cards for free. In my opinion, usually there's only one I really ever want anyway.
Yeah.
There's
always that one card that just, gravitates towards you more than any of the others.
I already don't even remember who the other two cards are who are in the pack with Griffey. It's just Posada and somebody else.
And Posada, yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but even this one, I'm I'll probably take Verlander, and they're not even crazy expensive yet. And if they do a rewind pack next time or the time after, then whatever. Then if there's another one I want to try, you can get them. I do think that's probably their plan. It does seem all signs are pointing.
It makes a little bit more sense if they're doing the non-sell stuff now and then having the rewinds come back and everything. So,
but yeah, especially since they didn't give us the extra card. They had that extra BR card last year, that 90 overall that just was in there. So the fact that they took that away makes me think that rewind packs are going to be coming sort of sooner than later.
With this situation, it's fine. If they were just throwing out rewind packs to have rewind packs with no sell for the regular flawless pack, that would be kind of shitty. But it makes sense to have it with the no sell. And I like how they do it with events. So I'm hoping that, rank seasons and PR are probably the same.
Yeah, they just need to start making the event cards a little bit better.
Yeah.
97s aren't bad. Give us a 98 or something. There's really not that many really desirable BR or not BR event cards for me yet. I just do it to get, again, just to collect cards, but
yeah, just to get some stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't really, unless you have any other thoughts about this, that's pretty much it. I think we're kind of in the same boat. I think most people are kind of in this boat where they're pretty indifferent. The casual player, I think, is still happy that they can get these cards. I actually feel like it's a smaller percentage that are upset about it. They're just a lot of people who have loud voices, maybe, but I do think there's maybe a happy medium of like keeping it sellable and just rewarding true flawless players a bit more. I can't lie. I have probably actually my least popular opinion is that they should just go back to like one reward and you can only get it if you go 12-0 and you can sell it if you want to. Like, I think that's how it should be personally, but I know that doesn't really benefit everyone. So
yeah,
that's my thing. If there was less cards, like, cause the fact that you have 3 every time, I think makes it a little bit worse. Like if there's only 1 card or even 2 in the pack, I don't think people would be as upset. But there's like, oh, that's 3 new 99s instead of like 1. Sometimes I get the feeling that people just want to like do debuts and stuff with all 3 cards as soon as they can. They want to spend the least amount of stubs or have the least amount of effort to get them. So
yeah, exactly.
So they just want to like, but it's like, whatever. Everybody will have the chance to get these cards and play with them. And I think, you know what?
Yeah, we're all gonna get them eventually.
It's all going to work out. It's just a video game. None of this is that serious. But yeah, SDS, just don't change things mid-game. Just stop changing too much. Hello? Do you not hear me anymore?
Oh, that was weird.
You're weird.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, I kind of froze.
Oh, you're good here.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, I guess my biggest thing or criticism of this whole thing is just like, don't change too much more like mid-game cycle. Like just
yeah, like
change it for next year.
If you're doing something, let us know.
Put out a poll at the end of the year. Go with the majority and then just stick to it for the whole year. So that's all I really have to say. Nick, any other last final thoughts on this?
I don't know. Grab your popcorn, enjoy the show on Twitter.
That's right. All right. As always, thanks for listening to this mini episode of the On Deck Circle here with Nick and Tango. You'll find it later today. YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and Google. That's the other one. I always forget. But anyways, everybody, peace out.